Good morning, Premier. Mark McAllister from City News.
Hi, Mark.
How do you justify pushing through last-minute changes as part of the bike lane bill yesterday that would prevent lawsuits coming forward from cyclists who may be injured or killed?
Well, first of all, what we want to do is we always want to make sure bike lanes and bike riders are safe. But when you have, I'll give you an example, Bloor West, zero consultation with the community because it would have been shot down. 0.5% of them are using a full lane of a road. 70% are drivers. They're barely being used, but they're taking up one lane of traffic. They're backed up from here to Etobicoke in the cars. People do not want the bike lanes on especially Bloor West. The mayor even acknowledged that. The previous mayor acknowledged it. The previous mayor even acknowledged that Yonge Street was a mistake, and I'm glad he admitted it. And we're going to work with the mayor and the city, and we're going to get traffic moving, but I want to make sure that the bikers are safe. I've always believed that you don't put them on main arterial roads, you put them on secondary roads, so you don't jam up the main roads. Again, I just want to run through these figures. In Bloor West, 0.5%, I think I'm being generous by 0.5%, take up a full lane of traffic that the cars should be on. 70% of the people driving are lined up all the way down Bloor, and it's just not fair to the drivers. And again, in Etobicoke, zero consultation. It was rammed down their throat. We all woke up and hello, here's a bike lane that no one uses. It's ridiculous.
With respect, you didn't answer my question about lawsuits and putting through the last-minute amendments about preventing lawsuits. And second to that, these same amendments are raising the question about who's going to pay for the removal when all along your government has said that you would take care of it.
Well, we're going to make sure that we take care of the removal, and these numbers are throwing out 49 million, 70 million. It's absolutely a joke, to be honest with you. You think we're paving the streets with gold. You know, we removed Jarvis when I was down there. I think it was for $250,000. But I get it. I know the game, what they're playing. They're inflating the costs. It's not going to cost that much. Just watch how quickly we get those bike lanes out of there at a fraction of the cost. And no one's talking about, you're saying about the cost of the bike lanes. How about the billions of dollars it's costing our economy for people and goods and services going to point A to point B that can't get there because they have one lane of traffic in the most congested city in North America, the third most congested city in the entire world. We're going to move forward and we're going to get the city moving. We're going to make sure the bike lanes are safe and they're going on the secondary roads. They aren't going down the main roads on Yonge, University, and Bloor. And there's alternatives along University. You either take the 70-foot sidewalks out, 10 feet of them out, or you go down the medium, one of the two. But there's always more than one way to come up with an idea. But thank you for that question.
Morning, Premier. Lane Harrison, CBC News. Your government talks a lot about reducing gridlock so people can spend more time with their families, but 6 people in Toronto will never spend time with their families again because they were killed riding bikes this year. How do you explain the amendment that protects the province from lawsuits around injuries or deaths after you remove bike lanes to the families of those dead cyclists?
Well, again, my heart goes out to the families, and I'm so sorry that happens. It's just like I'm sorry when people get in car accidents and motorcycle accidents and so on and so forth. And, you know, that's terrible. We want to keep everyone safe. I want to keep everyone safe across the roads. But do you know who I want to keep safe too? When the firefighters jump in their trucks and they're trying to go down University and they're jammed behind traffic. They can't get there to save lives. Or they're trying to go down Bloor Street and it's absolutely backed up from here to Timbuktu. Or Yonge Street, that doesn't make sense at all. That's who I want to save lives for. I want to save everyone's life. Don't get me wrong that, you know, bike riders are important. Go on the secondary roads that run parallel, you know, a few feet away from the existing roads. Be careful out there. And we're going to get stuff going, moving, and that's what we're doing. Simple as that. So.
Okay,
and returning to your favorite bike lanes, you talked about, you know, you'd be surprised how quickly these things can come out. When do you anticipate that removal to actually happen?
We're going to be working with the mayor directly. By the way, I have a phenomenal relationship with Mayor Chow. She's She's such a really good person, nice person. We may differ sometimes on policies, but we get along very, very well. And we'll sit down, and I know that she agrees. The Bloor West bike lanes are coming out. And don't be shocked if she's standing beside me as we're taking them out. Folks, no one, I can speak for the Etobicoke folks there, they despise these bike lanes. All the store owners despise the bike lanes. Zero consultation. Less than 0.5% of people are using them compared to 70% of drivers that are stuck behind these cars because of these bike lanes. But we're all done there. I just want to thank the media for actually acknowledging our great firefighters instead of damn bike lanes. These people are heroes, and maybe we should be complimenting them a little more. They're champions, and I just want to thank each and every one of you for doing an incredible job in saving lives and putting your lives on the line. I'm forever grateful to our firefighters, all our first responders, by the way, police and paramedics as well. May God bless you, and just keep going out there and keep fighting away. Thank you so much.